So I'm curious to know, which one concerns you the most, the price of the console or the price of the games? Let's talk about it. So in my previous video, I had a guy comment, and we were going kind of back and forth, respectfully, of course, about the price being justified for being $450 and how he didn't agree with that, right? Then I had another guy come a couple days later who was speaking about the price of the console wasn't the issue. It was actually the video games being priced at $70 and $80. So this led me and prompted me to make this video about which one actually is the issue or the bigger concern for the consumer. So basically just verbalizing my text and stating why the price is $450. I'm going to elaborate on that a little bit more. And the reason why I'm okay with it being $450 is the reason of it just being able to function in multiple settings or functionalities than just one, right? So it's not just a home console, it's not just a portable console. You also get to put it in tabletop mode, and it does all these things seamlessly or effortlessly without any type of configuration or whatever it is. It just works. So you want to take it portable, you can take it portable. Take it wherever you want to go, family gatherings, airports, car rides, it doesn't even matter. Or you want to go home and play it at a higher resolution. You can do all of those things with this device, right? So that right there puts it in a category all by itself. Now I have a Lenovo Go and a Steam Deck. And when I tell you that when I'm trying to connect it to a dock, or you disconnect it and go into handheld mode, I have to readjust certain things because the frame rates or the display doesn't match up, so there's some stutter and some lag there. It's just too much of a hassle to have to go through for something that should work. And this is the area where Nintendo has basically mastered. Now just take everything that I just mentioned and let's apply that to Sony. Let's just say we get the highest PS5 that's out now, which is going to be the Pro. So I'm going to pay $700 for the Pro. To get a portable gaming experience around my home, I'm going to go and buy the PlayStation Portal, which is an additional $200. So with taxes included, that's going to take me to around $1,000 to get that multiple gaming type of experience that the Nintendo Switch is packing together for $450. Now, over the course of like the past decade of next generation console, we've had the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Slim, PlayStation 5 Portal, PlayStation 5 Pro, and all of these things are money grabs, and people have to have the most latest and this, that, and the other. So you're giving Sony your money for the same device that does the same thing over and over again, even though it has like planned 8K resolution on the PS5 Pro. How many people in America really have 8K televisions? It's not many. How many games out here can actually play in 8K? I don't think any at all. And if it did, how much difference would that really render, or would you be able to recognize over the 4K? It takes it a long time before these games actually catch up to what these machines can produce. So in my honest opinion, the truth being told is that the PS5 Pro is a waste of money. You do not need that. And on a different topic off subject, the best one to go with, truly, would be the PS4 Pro. But that's a topic for another video. But the point I'm trying to drive home simply is that the Switch is an all-in-one console, and now it has been more modernized and caught up to where the other devices are as far as like features, display output, and sound quality from what we've heard and this, that, and the other. So yeah, I think the price is justified. Now to switch over, speaking about the games. Now I wasn't really offended about the $80 price tag when it came down to Mario Kart, because to me, this is just one area. I feel as though that Mario Kart has grown up, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, like you get in the game and you kind of got to stick to the track and just drive and this, that, and the other. It didn't hold my attention very long. It really didn't. So to be able to have like an open world, a more grown up type of experience, at least in my opinion, is something I'm looking forward to. Now, of course, I want there to be, other things like, improved customization, added characters, and this, that, and the other. We'll just have to wait until the Nintendo Direct on Mario Kart when they go over these features to actually justify that $80 price tag. Now, when it comes to Donkey Kong, that's like $70. Nobody's really said much about that one. But for me personally, I'm not really a Donkey Kong fan. I do like the little HD remake or remaster that they just put out with the traditional, intro and theme song.
It all goes down on Donkey Kong Island.
I think that's nice. But this one just looks like a Hawk game just with Donkey Kong, like Donkey Kong Smash type of deal, right? It basically looks like you go around just smashing and destroying everything because the environment seems like it's just, destructible, which is a good thing. I would just need to know more about the storyline side of things. So if there's any game that's really pushing a high point with a question mark for me, it's going to be that one. Now, this is going to be the last area that I cover before I go ahead and give my final thoughts and conclude. Now, when it comes down to the original Switch games that are getting upgraded and this, that, and the other, there has been many complaints because there's a $20 charge. Some people are like, why is it not just $10? Why does it have to be $20? If you're going to upgrade me and also give me other features, whether it's, customizable outfits or weapons or levels or secret stages to go along with that, then I can see justifying $20. But if it's just for a regular upgrade, then absolutely not. But we don't know what comes along with this additional $20 charge. Does this also include that digital game sharing that you guys are talking about? Is that price worked into it? There's still so many questions that remains when it come down to this device and its functionality as far as its hardware and the game development and this, that, and the other. Now, I'll be honest, I enjoyed playing the Zelda Breath of the Wild, the first one. I never played the second one, but I enjoyed the first one. And I never finished it, right? Zelda just really wasn't my thing, but I think it was a wonderful game, open world, immersive, all of those things. And I would love to play this game in 1080p, 60 frames per second on the handheld side of things, but even more so in 4K at 120 frames per second. And just me personally, because I didn't really touch the first one like that, it'll be a first experience for me, or a first time experience for me to really be able to enjoy the game the way that I would like to enjoy it as far as modern day gaming. So would I pay like a total of like $70 total or 60 for whatever it is that they're charging, for this bundle? Yes, I would. Now, I know people feel differently about that, and that's perfectly fine. Everyone has their own games in which they would, basically upgrade from the original Switch to the Switch 2 that they would be willing to make that same kind of commitment for. Now, if I remember correctly from a lot of other YouTubers and some articles that I read, that there would be things that are partnered with these $20 upgrades. It's not just visuals alone. So I'm looking forward to the Nintendo Direct when they speak about this area even more in depth before the game releases, so that we have a better idea pertaining to that. So giving my conclusion and finalizing my thoughts, the price of the games or the direction that Nintendo is going in doesn't bother me at all. I have accepted what modern day gaming is. It is on a more expensive end of things, but you just got to understand that's just where we are. There's no way to get around it. There's no exemptions and this, that, and the other. So you either take it or you leave it. You don't want to upgrade your games, don't upgrade them. Just have the original ones. You don't want to pay for the console, enjoy your OLED or your original Switch. It's going to work just fine. It just basically based everything off of each individual's preference, what they want and what they don't want. But for me, I will be buying the Switch 2. I will be buying the upgraded versions of the game, and I will be getting Mario Kart for the $80. I can justify that price to myself, and I think that it's worth it. So in the comment section down below, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that it's more so of a console price issue for you, or is it more so of a game pricing issue that would keep you away or making you more hesitant to lead in this direction of where Nintendo is going? And with that being said, it's your boy, oh no, not another reviewer, and I'm out.